It's the 20th EY Entrepreneur of the Year, the awards show that takes a bird's eye view on the best of business success across the island. From coast to coast, representing every corner of the country, 24 pioneers of industry and endeavour have been chosen. The Good Friday Agreement. Tony Blair is Prime Minister, Mary McAleese is President, TV3 is launched, and so is the first Entrepreneur of the Year Awards. This is 1998, and Irish business is on the crest of a wave.
The economy in Ireland in 1998 was very strong. We had reducing unemployment rates, GDP was improving, levels of exports had grown substantially.
1998 was the time of the Good Friday Agreement, and I believe there's a lot of optimism around that time because political stability meant that there would be opportunities for investment. People would be more confident about investing.
We've run the awards here in Ireland for 20 years, starting in 1998. We'd always recognised the importance of entrepreneurship, and we had three real objectives. The first was really to recognise and celebrate the achievement of this sector, of these great talented entrepreneurs who, quite frankly, were flying below the radar in many ways. The second was to create a network where they would actually talk to each other, learn from each other. The third objective was really to try and inspire the next generation to really follow in the footsteps of those we were celebrating and promoting.
Would you welcome, please, Dennis O'Brien? There he is, nice, smiling, happy man.
Well, I remember filling out the application form and I went overboard with information. I remember nearly putting in like a photocopy box of information. I was so intent on trying to win the competition. And I look back in embarrassment nearly at that, but I was so keen it wasn't true. It was part of the plan, you know, it was a way of promoting the business. And when I won, I celebrated with all my team and all the staff, we all went mad. Look, apart from your wedding night, the Entrepreneur of the Year, you know, final night in City West is going to be the best night of your life.
Since that first year, and the first winner, Dennis O'Brien, the awards have been a star-studded cast of the best business talent on the island. Through 20 years, they have showcased the strength and diversity of the business landscape.
So over the last 20 years, we've built an alumni network of previous finalists of over 450 entrepreneurs, and their achievements are really quite phenomenal. Collectively, their revenue amounts to over 18 billion euro, and they employ 183,000 people. And you compare that with any sector of Irish business, and it actually is right up there as the most important sector in our business community.
You know, anybody I meet who's working for a very big company, I always say to them, when are you getting out? And when are you setting up your own business? So when I look at EY and what they have done, I mean, they have fueled single-handedly entrepreneurship in Ireland. They've celebrated entrepreneurship. They've got people to think about becoming an entrepreneur. And I think where we are today with all these hundreds and hundreds of businesses that have been created, I think that's due to the celebration that EY bring every year to this competition.
Business thoroughbred Patrick McCann grew Simply Fruit from a leased orchard near the family home to the largest fruit processing company in Ireland, with a turnover of £10 million a year. When he's not overseeing the fortunes of the fruit business, Patrick's other grand passion is his thoroughbred racehorses.
I just love being around the horses. I often would sit at night for an hour and a half just on my own with the horses. Just actually been in that environment, just listening to the horses, even breathing. I find it hugely relaxing, really therapeutic. The biggest mistake I can make now is that if I fall in love with them and not want to sell them. This actually is one of my favourite horses. She was injured as a 2-year-old and she, despite our best efforts, she actually never made it to the racetrack. You do form relationships with them. Some of them can be grumpy and some of them can be a little bit awkward, but some of them can just be lovable.
Paving the way for the horses is Patrick's stellar success in the fruit business. Simply Fruit began with no land and no equipment. It now occupies a 55,000 square foot state-of-the-art factory in Armagh, employing more than 100.
Quality, service and price are three parameters that are taken for granted nowadays. You've got to go beyond those three. If you don't have those 3 parameters, you don't even get talking to the major retailers. So it's what you can offer on top of that sets you apart. So the challenge for us would be to convince our customers that we are the champions of our category. There's nobody does it better. The best guarantee I give any of my customers is, because we are not a multinational, because we're not a PLC, at the end of the day, if something goes wrong in our business, it comes out of my pocket. When product leaves our factory onto a lorry, I don't want to see it again. I don't want to hear about it again. All I want is the money for it. So, and that's the best guarantee we give any customer. If there's an issue, it costs me money, and I make sure there's no issues.
Patrick was the first in Ireland to invest in a revolutionary method of packing prepared fruit in the early 2000s. Now, Simply Fruit produces 30 million units a year, ensuring the company continues to blossom in the Orchard County.
To have actually went out and basically developed a new business and to seen it now expand in the last couple of years to where it is at this stage, yeah, that gives me a lot of satisfaction, yeah. Also, I believe at this stage, we're only scratching the surface of the marketplace. We only have about 4 or 5% of the total UK marketplace. So there's a massive room for expansion.
One of Patrick's horses has been selected for the Premier National Hunt Sales in Tattersalls. The auction attracts the cream of the racing world, all keeping an eye out for the next big thing.
It's very exciting because there's a lot of uncertainty. We don't know what this horse is going to make when it goes through the sales ring. The sales ring is a great arbiter. Everybody has a value in their head, what they expect. Some people have described the sales ring as a theatre of dreams. I would say, yeah, there's been dreams realised in the theatre, but there's also been dreams shattered. Hopefully this one, the expectation would be that he will achieve a very good price for us. Literally probably 2 or 3 minutes before the horse is going to be sold, so yeah, a little bit apprehensive at this stage, yeah. It's the uncertainty and the unknown, so there's excitement also, yeah.
When the hammer went down, Patrick's 3-year-old earned €100,000 for its 3 minutes in the ring.
That's it all over. 100,000. It's a lot of money in anyone's language, especially today with the value of the euro, so that makes it a wee bit more important for us. So yeah, happy with that. There should be a profit somewhere between those 2 figures for me. But thank God everything's worked out with him, and I wish I'd won the cell every day.